What's up, punks? Welcome back to the channel, and in today's video, I'm going to try to predict the standings for this next upcoming season. So this next season, it's coming in a few months, but I want to do some pretty early standings predictions. So I have this set up right here. It's from Enjoy Basketball, if you know if you know that brand, you know. It's from, like, Kenny, King of the Fourth Quarter. He's up there. He kind of, like, helps run it, or does run it. So I'm going to use this thing from there, like, website to do these standings predictions. So I'm going to start in the East, and I'm going to work my way from the bottom. 15, this is kind of self-explanatory. I'm going to try to give reasoning for each one, but Washington. And then 14, I mean, Washington, you know, they're going to be bad. And then this is also pretty self-explanatory. Brooklyn, these guys can kind of be interchangeable. Well, I'm still kind of... Brooklyn's more of a real basketball team than Washington. But these guys are these are the worst teams in basketball, at least in the East. So, where I want to go from here is where I need some more explanation and thinking. So we have teams like Charlotte, Chicago, my favorite team, the Bulls. They could probably be there. And then maybe Toronto. I feel like Toronto could be in this 11 to 12 spot, but we also have like Atlanta too, being in the 13th spot. They traded DeJounte Murray, and I'm kind of debating between Atlanta, like Charlotte, or like Chicago. For Charlotte, it depends if LaMelo is healthy. If he's not, then they're whatever. But do I want to put Atlanta here? Because Trae Young, he's still the offensive machine that he is. He could still, keep the Hawks in games. But there's no other team besides Atlanta, Charlotte, Chicago. Chicago could probably... I feel... Or Detroit. I feel like Detroit is going to be a lot better. But I feel like they can be like the 12th seed as well. But I could be safe and put Detroit there at 13. I could put Atlanta, I could put Chicago, I could put whatever. I mean, I feel like I should probably just get this going. I want to put Charlotte. No, not at 1. Not at 1. Not at 1. No. I'm putting them... Can I move them down a little further? Like, quicker? They're going to... I do not want to put them at 1. I'm going to put Charlotte at 13, and then 12, I'm going to put Detroit. 11, I'm going to put... No, I feel like Detroit's going to be higher. Because I'm going to keep them there for now, because I want to put Chicago at 12, and I want to put Atlanta at 11. I feel like Detroit can actually, be a better team this year. Play-in? I want to keep them around the 11th seed. I'm going to switch this up a little bit. This is not sealed for now, but 9... Oh, where do I want to put Toronto? That's the thing. Where do I put... I'm going to put Toronto here for now, but I'm going to change it. And then I'm going to put Miami as the 8th seed. Okay, first I'm going to start from the bottom. Boston, and then New York. Do I want to put Milwaukee? I might put them 4th seed. 3rd seed, because it's going to be so close. And Boston, okay, I'm gonna explain why I have them here. Boston, it's because they have the same team as they last year. They brought back the whole team. This is the greatest showcase of continuity ever, and we're going to see them be the number 1 seed. We can all agree on that. New York, they got better this offseason. This team is built super well. The return of Julius Randle. They lost Isaiah Hartenstein, but I'm going to keep them around the 2 or 3 seed. I want to put Cleveland around the 3rd or 4th, but I can feel like Milwaukee could be a nice 3rd. Indiana, I feel like Philadelphia deserves to be and then Orlando, and then... But this feels weird as a baseline. So okay, let's go with what is safe for the East. Washington at 15 is safe for me. Brooklyn at 14 is safe for me. Charlotte at 13, that's pretty safe for me. and then Chicago at 12, and then, but that's pretty safe for me. It's what I want to do at 9 through 11. Right here is kind of what trips me up, because Atlanta, they lost DeJounte Murray, but they were still pretty not amazing with DeJounte Murray and Trae Young. They were better when one of them were on the floor and the other was off. Like, when together when they were playing, it wasn't too amazing. I feel like Detroit can be better than them, but I don't know, because is Toronto going to be this good in Detroit? Are they taking that big of a jump this year? I feel like Toronto is more safe as like a 10th seed, but that moves Detroit up to be the 9th seed. I feel like do I move them up that high? Or do I keep like Detroit maybe at like the 11th seed and then like something like that? Nope, not that. No. Or something like this. Atlanta being the 9th seed, because progression of Jalen Johnson, we don't know what Zachary Risache can be like, or whatever, however you say, Risache, however you say his last name. This, and then maybe Dyson Daniels or whoever's starting at shooting guard, maybe they could, because this is going to be really tight. I'm gonna go back to this. Miami, I feel like is as safe as pretty, like, 8th seed. Right here trips me up. Indiana and Orlando. This right here trips me up. I feel like I could put Philadelphia, but is Joel Embiid, is he gonna play like majority of this? If Joel Embiid plays majority of the season, I feel like Philadelphia can be like this. And I feel like I can move Indiana, Orlando up one spot like this. But Cleveland being in the play-in? No. I feel like I can be safe. Like, this top, like, moving this around, like, I feel like this can do it, but Philadelphia, Milwaukee, I see them being like a 3rd or 4th seed. I see them being around this. No, I want New York to be a 2nd seed. I'm good with these two right here. This is tripping me up. Right here. 3rd through 7. That's really tripping me up. Because Philadelphia, I would be more safe running Milwaukee at the 3rd seed. But I also really like Philadelphia being the 3rd seed. Because Tyrese Maxey, like, it's a pretty solid team. But I'm gonna play it safe, have Milwaukee at 3, Philadelphia at 4, Cleveland at 5, but Indiana and Orlando, it's so tough. Okay, I'm gonna try to just talk this out loud and explain it to myself and see if it sounds good. Washington, they're the worst team in basketball. I don't see this team winning 30 or more games. This team's gonna have like 25 wins. They might not even have 25 wins. They might even have like 22. I don't even know. Brooklyn, same scenario. They're bad, but they're at least a little bit better than Washington. Not by much. I don't know. They have some quality pieces that can help them win games, but like Mikal Bridges is gone, that's gonna knock them down a while. Charlotte, if LaMelo Ball's healthy, that could make him jump up. Maybe like a seed above Chicago. I could see Chicago being the 13th. Ooh. I kind of want to switch these guys around. Like, I can live with this, like, being interchangeable. Charlotte, if LaMelo, if he plays 22 games, then they're winning 22 games. If LaMelo Ball plays 22 games, they're winning 22 games, and they're going 22-60. But I could see a world where Charlotte is better than Chicago. And then Detroit, I could see them actually making a bigger jump this season. I'm gonna keep them at 11. Toronto and Atlanta, I feel like they're just gonna be here just by out-edging. Okay, I'm not. That sounds so weird. Out-edging them. Well, pause. Atlanta and Toronto, I feel like this is more of a safe spot for them. But the thing is, like, Atlanta's not I don't see Atlanta as being a 9th seed. But I don't see Toronto's really. No, I feel like this. I don't know. I'm gonna do, but like, right here is a good spot for Toronto for me, and then Miami. I see them as a good 8th seed. They're better than everyone down here, but they're worse than everybody up here. That's like my explanation. They fit in perfectly right there. Orlando and Indiana. I want to put these guys up here at the 4th and 5th, but that would move down Cleveland and Philadelphia. And I don't like that, because I could see this as a world, but like, Indiana is also super good. And so, like, and then Philadelphia, this team is, I'm gonna go to the West, actually. I'm gonna let this think in my head for a little bit. I'm gonna go to the West. The West might even be a little harder for me. Let's start at the bottom, 15. It's probably gonna be, I don't see Utah being dead last. I feel like it's gonna be probably Portland. 14, I could see being a Utah or like San Antonio's. I think they're gonna jump up to like a 12th seed or something like that. Let's actually start from the top. I don't know, like, starting from the bottom, like, the West is so stacked. I'm gonna go Oklahoma, and then Minnesota. I feel like the top 3 are going to be pretty similar. I'm going to put Denver in there because they're always going to be up there. Memphis is going to be there. Probably Phoenix, Dallas is going to be there. Phoenix is going to be up top. And then it's really going to go to, like, Houston, Golden State, New Orleans, Sacramento. And then it kind of leaves Los Angeles, and then Utah. Like, this is a rough draft. Excuse me. Oklahoma and Minnesota. I see these guys being like the top 2 seeds. Like, I'm not moving these guys. Denver, I could see Memphis being up like above Denver. But like, Denver is just Denver. Like, it's Nikola Jokic. He's probably one of the best players, if not the best player in the entire world. But Memphis is Memphis. I feel safe putting Memphis at the 4 seed. Dallas got better this offseason. Memphis has Ja Morant back and everybody healthy. I feel like Denver got a little bit, like, the loss of KCP kind of hurt them a little bit, but I feel like they're still going to be pretty good. I'm going to leave them, I'm going to think about that. And then Dallas and Phoenix. I feel like Phoenix is going to be around this 6th seed. Dallas is going to probably, I could see Dallas going up to 4, Denver 5, possibly, but I still want to put Denver around 4, 3 or 4. I'm going to keep them there for now. And then Houston, I could see them being, you know, I might move this. I might do something like this. Because Houston, they're better. Last season, I might move them a little bit down. I might move them to, like, the 10th seed, or, like, the 10th seed, have Golden State. I feel like Golden State's still going to be in there. And then these guys, New Orleans, I feel like they got better. I might even interchange these guys above them, have New Orleans go to 9, Golden State 8, Sacramento, like, 7. I can live with that. I might do that. I might keep it as this for right now. Houston, I kind of explained them. They got better, but they're going to be a little bit better. It's just Los Angeles is always going to be in there. LA, I don't see LA being too good this season. If Kawhi misses, let's say, 10 games, that could put them 10 games below the 8th seed. Or, like, if Kawhi misses a certain amount of time, that puts them a certain amount of games. That drops them immediately. Because James Harden and who? James Harden and who else is going to make this team be a top 10, a top 9 seed, or whatever, top 10 seed? They need Kawhi to be healthy he cannot miss more than, like, 4 games or 5 games. Maybe, like, no more than 10 games max. Like, If they want to be in a good spot for the playoffs, he cannot miss games this season at all. I don't see them really making... I feel like Los Angeles is going to, like... Oh, well, we're talking about two Los Angeles. I feel like the Lakers are going to be a little bit better just because they're going to be more healthy. And they actually have somewhat of a supporting cast outside of their star players. It's not much, but outside of Kawhi and James Harden, there's really nothing on that team. And when you look at the Lakers, there's LeBron, AD. LeBron's going to be majority healthy for the season. AD's been healthy for the past 2 seasons majority. And then outside of them, it's still D'Angelo Russell when he's playing, not like after the trade deadline. You're going to get him for half a season. And then they still have other quality players that could still help you a little bit. At least more than if you like swapped role players from the Lakers to the Clippers and the Clippers to Lakers, I would immediately, I don't even know. I don't know. If you put the Lakers role players on the Clippers, I would immediately bump them up a spot. And then I don't know. I feel like that's kind of weird to explain, but I'm going to put the Lakers over the Clippers. San Antonio, I feel like they're going to take a jump. I could see a world where they're over the Clippers, but Clippers being the 13th seed, I can't, being that low, I can't see it. I know these aren't crazy explanations. I'm kind of just doing this based off what I think, and I'm not really explaining my thinking really well. But let's just go back to the East. This is what I have so far. It's kind of it's pretty similar to last season, except Memphis jumps up. Los Angeles drops, okay, well, the Clippers drop down. These guys jump, Houston, New Orleans, or Houston jumps up a little bit. San Antonio jumps up a little bit. And then for the East, New York jumps up 1. I hate looking at Orlando and Indiana in the this low, but it's gonna be super close with these guys. I feel like I can live with this. Oh, I want Charlotte above Chicago? I mean, this team is Chicago. I'm a Bulls fan. This team is garbage, but so is Charlotte. I can these guys. No, wait, no. These guys I see as so interchangeable that I can, it's probably going to be within, 3 games. Same with this area right here. It's going to be within a couple games. I could see Detroit going up to 9. I could see a world where they're better than Toronto and Atlanta, but I could also see the world where it is now. I could see Indiana being the 4th seed, but, this part from 3 to 7, or I guess I'll throw in Miami, is so close together. I'll go 3 to 7. It's so close that, I don't know. I feel like this is a safe spot to put all the teams. You know what? I'm just going to say this is my official standings. Let's start with the East. 15 seed, Washington. 14, Brooklyn. 13, Chicago. 12, Charlotte. 11, Detroit. 10, Toronto. 9, Atlanta. 8, Miami. 7, Indiana. 6, Orlando. 5, Cleveland. 4, Philadelphia. 3, Milwaukee, 2, New York, 1, Boston. The thing is, alright, I'm not changing anymore. What I have is official. I'm clicking to the West. 15th seed, Portland. 14th, Utah. 13th, San Antonio. 12, the Clippers. 11, the Lakers. 10, Houston. 9, New Orleans. 8, Golden State. 7, Sacramento. 6, Phoenix. 5, Dallas. 4, Denver. 3, Memphis. 2, Minnesota. 1, Oklahoma City. That's it. No more discussion. That's it. That's it. I've been thinking but not explaining. Way too much. Hopefully you guys agree with that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Let me know what you guys would change. What you guys would, switch up. What you guys want to see, switched up. But this is a way too early, not way too early, but a pretty early standings predictions for this next season. I've been going on for 20 minutes talking about standings without even explaining anything. I didn't really explain that much. Should I explain it? Let's explain it. Let's go back to this. So that you guys can see this right. Okay. Portland, they're just the worst team in the Western Conference. I don't see them really getting much better. But Utah, like, these two teams are just hot garbage. Lauri Markkanen can help them win games, but I can also see, like, the Jazz saying, "Lord, we're gonna lose some games, get a higher pick, and then we're gonna try to get some guys around you in the offseason to be better. But this season, we're just gonna, like, chillax. We got you the bag. Just don't worry about playing for a big contract right now." San Antonio, they're gonna be better. Wemby's going to his second season, and he was phenomenal in his first. But adding Chris Paul and whatever else, does that put them above the Clippers? Does that put them above the Lakers? I don't really think so. The Clippers, they lost Paul George. They don't really have an amazing supporting cast, like, besides, or behind James Harden and Kawhi Leonard. And if Kawhi Leonard gets injured, that drops him down. That makes him bad. So I feel like this 11 or 10 to 12 is a safe spot for them. And for the Lakers, I just think overall they're a better team than the Clippers. I could see them being the 12th seed, but I can also see them being the 8th seed. But safe spot, I could see them jumping up, being the 10th seed or the 9th seed. But for safe, I'm going to say, because they didn't do anything in the offseason besides add 2 rookies. So I'm just going to say they landed 11. 10, Houston, they're better. They're better than Los Angeles, both Los Angeles teams. And with the young guys developing, I feel like they're going to be a lot better this season. New Orleans, with the addition of DeJounte Murray, I don't really know what else their plans are with Brandon Ingram, CJ McCollum, or whatever else. Oh, I could actually see them, because they don't have a center right now. I could see Houston jumping up to 9 and them going to 10, because what's their center? Who is their center? I don't know what their center is really. That's the last change I'm doing. I swear I'm not changing anything else. My hands are up, not on the mouse. I'm gonna put I'm gonna put Houston at 9, because I feel like they're more. I don't know though, but the fit of New Orleans, DeJounte Murray, CJ McCollum, whatever, they have more wings than, I don't know, like, what's their center deal? What are they doing with Brandon Ingram? I'm gonna have a safe spot. I'm gonna add a buffer zone. I could 1. I could see New Orleans being 9. I could see them being 11. That's my. I'm gonna say it. There's a buffer zone. I could see the team being the seed above them and the seed below them. Disclaimer, this is a rough area for them. They could either be above, one spot above or one below them. That's my 1 point buffer zone. And then Golden State, they lost Klay Thompson, but I feel like the younger guys are really going to step up. Pods is going to step up. And they signed some pretty solid role players. And I still think they're going to be pretty solid. Sacramento, adding Tamar, some people think it's just not the most amazing move. But I do think it's going to, upgrade their offense a lot. And down the stretch, this team is going to be really good at closing games. With De'Aaron Fox and DeMar DeRozan, if it's a close game, they're going to be able to seal the deal and win those close games. Especially with the top 2 clutch player of the year guys, besides with not including Steph Curry, but 2 of the 3 top clutch guys in basketball with De'Aaron Fox and DeMar DeRozan with Domantas Sabonis. I feel like this team is just gonna be up there. I could see them being 6th, but it's all so close. Phoenix, I feel like they're gonna be able to figure some stuff out. Whether they have actual point guard, and that puts Devin Booker and Bradley Beal not playing point guard roles, and that's going to put them back to doing what they're best at their natural spots. Dallas, they got better, but I don't see them really being top of the top, but they kind of are top of the top. That doesn't make sense at all, but I'm living with it. Denver's still Denver. They have Nikola Jokic. They lost KCP, which I could see them being the 5 seed for, but it's still Denver. Memphis, they're back. John Morant's going to be back for hopefully the whole season. Hopefully he doesn't get injured or do anything stupid. The guys are back. They have Zach Edey, who can definitely help them, but I don't know by how much. They're still going to be good. When everybody's healthy, they're a top 4 team in basketball. Minnesota and Oklahoma, it's pretty self-explanatory. They're the best teams in basketball. East, Washington, Brooklyn, they're garbage. Same with Chicago. I'm going to try to speed through this a little bit. 14-15, Washington, Brooklyn, garbage. They suck. Chicago, still garbage. Dumpster fire team. Dumpster team. The Chicago dumpster fire. Charlotte, if healthy, they could be a pretty good team. Detroit, they're really picking their stuff up. I don't see them going into the season losing more than 28 games in a row. Like last season, I feel like they're going to be really good team. Cade, I feel like he's going to really jump up and actually have an all-star season. And then they have actually people that Cade can kick out to and have and hits shots. Toronto, Atlanta, I could see Detroit being up at 9, but I'm not arguing anymore. This is where it is. These teams are just Miami's Miami. We could see them. Miami's Miami. That's how I'm explaining that. Indiana, Orlando. These teams I could see them being 3 and 4, but that moves down better teams. That's weird explaining, but 7 through 3 is so close that I could see them anywhere. But this is the safest spot. I don't know what I want to do with Cleveland though. But I'm not moving any more around. Philadelphia, Milwaukee, I still have faith in this Dame and Giannis duo. How much more can Brook Lopez contribute? He's almost a billion years old. New York, I think they're just clear above these teams right here, but they're still below Boston. Boston is Boston. And there we go. Those are my explanations. Hopefully you guys understood my weak explanations of why these teams are better and why these teams are, where they should be. And of course, this is my personal opinion. You guys can, I want you guys to, share your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below and say why I'm wrong. Please do that. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys leave a like, leave a comment, and of course, hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.